Bridges y Puentes is a play set in a car park that tells true life stories of migration.
By foot, by car, by plane, by car, by foot, by boat, by bus, by plane.
A full spectrum of migration stories, not just the recent refugee crisis, but stories right from after the Second World War through to the present day of people that came to the UK for all sorts of reasons. So I think we feel that the importance of telling those stories is that we're getting a very limited view of migration that's being presented by the media, and we're aware that actually the stories are vast, it's a very complex issue, and actually I suppose the most important thing to say is we are a country of migrants. The story of the UK is the story of migrancy. We've all come here from somewhere. You know, this tiny island has been welcoming people from all over the place for thousands and thousands of years. So this is not a news story. This is the story of these islands.
Britain's wealth came from the empire, and we came here to work on the buses, the tubes, the trains, public transport, hospitals, postal services. We created the wealth of this country, the common wealth.
It's not a straightforward piece of verbatim theatre. The script is developed from a very long process of interviewing people.
My name is Monica June Puentes. I was born on the island of St. Lucia in the Caribbean.
Mwiriwe nitwa Nyiratuzi Naganza navuye muri Congo.
The cries and the squawks and the rustling leaves and the tiny hum, the hummingbird hovering in mid-air. There's only so much you can put into a suitcase.
Oh, would you like a coffee?
Yes.
Oh, you're English. Sorry, you want tea. I have no milk, but I have sugar and biscuits. Yes.
One element of the Ragroof Players' research is doing oral history interviews with people about specific elements of their life. So with this project, it was about migration, so meeting people and talking to them about their experiences of migration. This forms a really important part of our audience development work because we're building connections with people that we interview. They then feel a sense of trust because they've met us, they've looked us in their eyes, and they've had that shared experience with us. And then they're more likely to come and see our shows and feel a real sense of investment in the work that we make. The first thing we do when we go to an area is go and sit at coffee mornings, we go to events, we sit in places to take in that environment and to meet people and allow them tell us about their area because they're the experts. So in Dover, we made a show in a car park that had a very small shopping centre attached to it, which had sheltered accommodation above it. We went to the cafe in the shopping centre and met people and interviewed them there. We interviewed some of the people that were living in the sheltered accommodation. We interviewed the man who runs the car wash in the car park. It was really important for me that we met people who had migrated to each of the three areas we worked in, Hull, Dover and London, and that their voice, they felt like their voice was being heard and was being represented and put on a stage.
And I wonder which is better, to be here, alone, unsafe, or to live in my country, with my family, but in danger. This keeps me awake day and night.
Panic and fear. Get out of the boat! Get out of the boat! He pushed us out into the water. He was not one of them. He was one of us.
Sir, I played the proper way. It cost me a lot of money and it took 8 months. Nobody said I needed a visa. I've spent all I have to get here. Don't tell me now that it's not valid. There must be a mistake.
Señor, se lo repito una vez más. Usted no tiene una visa. No visa, no entry. Por favor, estamos hablando. Señora, buen día. ¿Cómo le va?
So Bridges y Puentes is a show, but it's more than a show. It's a really extensive project that has many different aspects to it. And the workshops and the celebration parties that are part of the project are not some sort of community outreach add-on to enhance the project. They actually are at the heart of the project. So there is the show that people come to see, but in the workshops we have dance, music workshops, World in a Suitcase workshops. We also have the celebration parties, which are events in their own right. We have a DJ, we have a kind of hostess, dance teacher. We have other members of the company who are there as hosts to help the thing go with the swing. But the most important element of it is we have the engagement of the people that we've been working with who contribute whatever they want to the evening. We have bands, we have people leading Bollywood dance, we have food that's been made by different people.
I see the Lord taking my hand.
In the economy of choices, in the tongues of cultures, all I want is for all of us to recognize our body, this body, your body. Your body is a house of beautiful things, all connected, all working together, and there are no borders.
And I know that you can relate. This hair of mine was dictated by fate. I tried to change it. Creamy crack almost destroyed it. Then salvation screamed to me in the form of a scissors and packs of hair with prices I cannot say out loud. But this crown of glory on my head makes me proud. So I am not my hair. This hair is me.
The Ragroof Players are experts in listening to people, listening to communities and responding to what they want to see on a stage. We make work that's outside the constraints of a theatre, in unusual spaces, so that there are no barriers to our work because people have got to know our faces. We've met them in the process of making our shows. They feel comfortable with us. We make our audience our experts.
But it was so different from what I've imagined it was going to be, and I loved it. It was quite emotional at times, funny at the same time, but quite emotional because I'm a foreigner, so I could see myself in some bits of it, and my friends.
So good.
It was actually very good.
Didn't expect, to be running around a car park to sort of watch it, but it was put together very well, yeah, definitely.
I liked when we get to the passport stamped.
I've never experienced anything like that before, and all the memory came back to me.
I was moved by the play, at some point, I was so connected to it because it was like something happening right there. I just imagine all the people who have been through this. I mean, all of us have got a journey. We're all on a journey, and the party was brilliant. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed it. Everything was good. People were dancing. Everyone was having fun.
Today was amazing. I enjoyed it because obviously I'm having a baby. The baby was tapping away as well as I was. As I was dancing, it felt emotional because I have never danced like that before. I've always been shut down, never built up my confidence to dance in front of everyone.
Some of the emotions some of the ideas that came up were not ones I expected to think or feel, so that was good. It was certainly a bit of an emotional ride, and the uncertainty of where we were going next, I think, really works.
It's everything about the life. It's I'm see there something like my life. Sometimes when he starts singing or dancing, when he want to run and she stop, I'm thinking everything like my life because I'm feel like that. I want to sometimes run from there, but I can't because this is my home now. It's excellent show.
So if you ask me today where I would choose to rest my bones, I would say here, yes. That's what I would say.
Dzień dobry, jestem Piotr, mam 41 lat, jestem z Polski.
Sveiki, mano vardas Rimonda Kirtiklytė ir aš esu iš Lietuvos, man 29 metai.